back on. Now, as I was saying, I'm walking through Princess Street Gardens at the moment, and it's actually quite spooky where these lights are reflecting on that tree, isn't it? We've got a few on these trees over there. One on this one actually gives off a kind of spooky Halloween feel about it, doesn't it? Obviously, we're only 1 week away from Christmas. So, what we'll do... Oh, they've even got the lights set to reflect Rudolph. I like that. That's really nice. So many different colours there as well. It's so lovely. That's really nice. I like that. It's sparkling blue. It will change to maybe yellow or green next. I don't know. But it's lovely. All the multicolours. Red, silver, blue, green. Right. Enough about the Christmas tree. That's not what this stream's all about. We're going to be doing a bit of bus spotting down on Princess Street. I am not going into the Christmas market. Sorry. It's expensive and way beyond my price range. Sorry, not happening. But we'll take a little look down on Princess Street. I spotted one or two places as I was coming in on that X55. Part of the reason I did that live stream actually on that bus was just to show how busy it was going to be. If I'm being honest, it was not as busy as I thought. Because one of the drivers was saying to me before I started the live, as we're leaving Dunfermline, that it was probably going to be around about up to 50 minutes before there was some delays of up to 50 minutes just to get into the bus station. But I think the only delay we had was maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't anywhere near as busy as I thought it was going to be. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad. I like that red lights on that little tree there. I'm in the middle of putting my Christmas tree lights up at home, and I've got some all over my kitchen window. And so many different sets of lights that they're taking a total of 10 AA batteries. Yes, I said 10. And I've still got more lights to put up. So I can see it that I'm going to actually have to maybe buy some more batteries. Now, beyond this little light here, this is the gate onto this is St Andrew's Square Gardens. This is North Hanover Street, I think. We'll cross over here because that's an Edinburgh E1 over there. That's where Edinburgh will drop you off. And there's a stop just over here on the other side where these two telephone boxes are. I think it's just further down from there, where the E1, E4 and E9 pick up from. I'll show you them, just in case you're taking an Edinburgh coach and you're not sure where to go. I don't mind doing these sort of things to help people. Now there's one of those Princess Street Gardens. I don't know what they call that. A lift ride, but it lifts you over, I think, about 100 feet in the air, and there is not a chance in hell that you're going to get me on that. Not a chance in hell. Sorry, I hate heights. I'm too chicken for that sort of thing. Sorry, I don't cross on the red, man. Never have, never will. Has that button been pressed, actually? Yes, it has. The lights are turning red now, so... And the cyclist decides to go through them. Of course they will. Right. We'll start off with showing you what E1 that is. If we can get across here, that is. I'm not a very good tourist guide, I'm very sorry. Well, the E1's just there, I don't really need to go over to it, but it's SG25HZJ. I think we saw that one in Glasgow the other day. But it's that stop there, so that's where you need to go. Now, if you're departing from Edinburgh, use member. That one's not been pressed. So, as I was saying, I'm only getting 4G signal at the moment. Well, no, it's 5G now. It was only 4G coming through the gardens. So, the stop for Ember is just down here on the right hand side. I'll show you it in just a moment, and then we'll head down to Princess Street. My intention is not to live stream for too long because I need to watch my battery. My power bank's dead as well, so I need to charge that tonight. That's the Amarone restaurant, if that's how you say it. Italian, obviously. Being someone who loves Italian food, pizza, macaroni, lasagna, can't go wrong with that. Tagliatelle, that's another good one. The only thing is it's really busy along here, so you've got to watch how you walk.
Oh my god, they're scary.
So yeah, let's continue. There's a bus stop just down here, not too far. In fact, I think we're coming up to it because it doesn't really show where you get Ember from if you're heading out of Edinburgh towards places like Kinross or Dundee, Aberdeen, Fort William, Inverness. But this is where you get it from here. Let's stop here. There's music playing here and I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm going to talk over it, I'm afraid. Oh, sorry. There's also another tree here. If you ever get lost, just look for where the air links are terminating, because I think they terminate here before heading down to pick up at the train station. I'll have a look for this big giant church. I think it's a church with that clock on it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here before I get a copyright. Oh, sugar. Unless I said what I shouldn't, because I tripped over the curb. I'm going to get out of this bit before I get a copyright strike for copyright music. That's the last thing I want. Right. We'll head back towards Princess Street Gardens. Sorry. St Andrew's Square Gardens, because Princess Street Gardens are down another way. I don't think we'll go into Princess Street Gardens because it's closed by now, because it's getting dark. But yeah, we'll head down there and we'll see what we can see. There's not a few spots of rain I felt there. Because I want to do some live streaming of some Lothian buses. I should probably actually have called it Lothian live stream, but I'm thinking about coming through on Tuesday. I must be absolutely mad to be doing that on the 23rd of December, coming into Edinburgh. I must be absolutely stark raving bonkers to do that. But you know what? We're going to do it. And if I have to book I'll pay to book a seat on a coach, I'll get a train, and so be it. Oh, sorry. Right, because this bit's so narrow, this is going to be fun. Right, we're through. I do like the... I'll tell you about it in just a moment. In fact, we'll cross over and we'll have a look at that. Right, we've got the Ivy Square over there, and you've got Tiki Maxx and the Happy Lamb Hot Pot. That actually sounds nice, to be honest. Not that I'm overly hungry. I've not really had that much to eat today. Just had some cereal this morning, and that was it. And I had a coffee at the bus station, which has given me the energy that I needed to do this live stream. Not that I really needed any energy to do a live stream, that is, but come on, lights change, please. See, that's what I'm saying. I could technically go, but knowing my luck, something will come up that hill down there before I get a chance to finish crossing. And red man showing, well. And the taxi goes right through on a red light. Okay, here we go. Now, you also need to watch if you're crossing a road in Edinburgh on the Green Man. You also need to watch for cyclists, because they will go through red lights. They do that in any city though, I suppose. Right, I do like that, all lit up, changing colours like that. That's beautiful. We'll have a look at that in a little bit later. We'll go down, try and find a good spot where we can actually get some Lothian buses without capturing too many people in the live stream, but I can see that's actually not going to happen. As we see the London to Highlands Bank going past SG68LCA, Volvo B8R, V8L actually, to be honest. I always get the letters after the number mixed up. Always have done. I don't have my little fleet number book with me, so I did the other day when we were in Glasgow. I haven't got it with me today though, unfortunately. So some people going past will realise that I'm doing a live stream. They might think, well, is he on Instagram, is he on TikTok or Snapchat, or it's none of those, it's YouTube obviously. I've got to talk to you guys as well as keep an eye on the comments and watch where I'm going at the same time. So 3 things to go, 3 things to do. Not bad. I'm sure I can manage that. Now that's what I was talking about. And look how high it gets you, all the way up there. There is not a chance you're going to get me up there. No way. I'm sorry, I'm scared of heights. So if the time should ever come that we're going abroad on this channel, then I dread to think how we're going to do it. I think we'll cross over, but it's a little less busy. Now, yeah, I know there's music playing here and I need to get out of this, but I don't want any copyright warnings. So I'm thinking this might not be the best place to do this. There's nothing coming that way so we can get across. Shaking Stevens there, Merry Christmas everyone. Don't mind a little bit of that. But there's nothing coming just now so we can go. We'll head down towards Waverley. This is one of the places where I thought we could maybe try, but I think there's also going to be some music playing here. so we might need to keep looking. 33 to Westburn over there. I apologise if the picture's wobbly, but as I'm walking, there's not a lot I can do about it. But if I can just stand here and just, okay, might need to. Sounds like his bagpipes are a bit out of tune. SN11 ECJ there, followed by SJ71HLM on the 37 to Silver Knolls. On the X18 to Whitburn, LXZ5436. Yes, I do have a mate who drives for Lothian. He is based at Livingston Depot. He's playing Scotland the Brave. Not my mate, that is. He couldn't play the bagpipes. He can play the drums, but I couldn't imagine him playing the bagpipes. 30 to Clovenstone there, BT14DKE. Now we've got another 37 to Silver Knolls. So you'll find that a lot of these routes are actually quite frequent. But not all Lothian routes come into the city centre. Not all serve Princes Street. Some go down York Place. So we'll go down there before we get the coach back to. We're going back via Glasgow tonight, so I'll try and do a little live stream on board the coach. I'll try not to fall asleep on the coach like I did last time. I fell asleep on the 090, and just because it was so warm, it was just nice. It had been quite a mild day, but it was getting a bit colder at night time. That was I think it was the start of last week one day. Tram to New Haven there, I've done that route in full. You can find that on the channel if you want to watch it. 37 to Try18 to NFA there on the 124, 4 to Hill End, LXZ5418. Now if anyone is watching if anyone's watching this live stream or watches it later on playback should I say, if you do give me a wave, I do apologise if I don't see you. SJ19 OYF31 there, and Greyline coaches with the Mercedes Turismo RIG 2765 and X4 to Trinent SJ18 to NFL, and also we have SJ19 OXM on the 16 to Silver Knolls, 31 to East Craigs there. Can't quite see the reg number because it's a bit dark, but it's one of the electric ones I think, judging by the look of the headlights. We could go a little walk down towards North Bridge maybe, because I'm going to keep the stream going a little while. I don't know how long, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll stay in this little spot here. I might go down the other side of Princes Street. We've got the 3 to Mayfield there, the 124 to North Berwick, the 3 is SJ71. Also, I'll tell you in a minute. SF17 VPE on the 124, and LX something not in service. I can't quite make it out from here. You can tell how busy this place is. It is absolutely mobbed. Now they're turning green, these lights, so that is SF25YJK 31 to East Craigs. Oh, getting Scotland the Brave again. Now we'll see what Volvo that is. It's just building. That's what Lothian seem to use now, is Volvos. No, that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. We've got good taste in buses. SJ71HJA with SJ17VP, as I said, SA15VUS and LXZ 5833, I think that one was. I could be wrong with that though. And the tram's blocking the Evora. I didn't think Lothian would have gone for Evoras, if I'm being completely honest. But hey, when have I ever been right about something? Not very often. One thing I will say is though, I don't care what people think about Volvo Evoras. They are lovely. I love them. Now we've got the 26 to Cloudwood over there. When these lights change, you'll be able to see what one that is. I might actually move, because that sound of the bagpipes is getting a little irritating. Now the tram can obviously go. It's actually, the lights are actually timed, and they think the people are turning right down there when obviously it's blocked off. It has been for months. I don't know why the council doesn't just reopen that bit of road, or get it sorted so that sort the timing and the lights out maybe. I don't know. S-Try 18 NFH not in service. Another one not in service. LJ 09 CEO open top bus 300 DCE. W300 DCE there. I think the connection got interrupted for some reason. I'm not quite sure how. Yeah. Coach hire from, well, it says Edinburgh, it's Robinson. Phone number W300CHE S-Try 70HNC on the 30 to Queen Margaret Hospital, and S-Try T1 MZN on the 44 to White Craig. Some people might say to Queen Margaret Hospital, that's Dunfermline, isn't it? Yes, there is a Queen Margaret Hospital in Dunfermline, but there's also a Queen Margaret in Edinburgh as well. I should know because I was actually born in Dunfermline. Not at the Queen Margaret Hospital though. I was born in the Old Children's Hospital, which is now NHS 5 offices, I think. Just behind the bus depot. How convenient. How weird it should be it's behind the bus depot and I'm into buses. Right, I think we'll go for a little walk down here, although this side's looking just as rammed as the other, so I'm just wondering if it's wise to maybe, I don't know. LKZ 5417 over there on the 4 to Queen Margaret. 19 Eastfield is operated by BN64CRU. I can't quite make out the reg numbers from here. As S-Try 19OZA is on the 16 to Torfin, that's actually on the Airlinks that's doing that. S-Try 66 LOA on the 43, and S-Try 70HNT on 30 to Cordonstone. And 26 to Cloudwood is BN64CSF. Now let's have a look. Oh hey Jack, how's things? He says, hell, but what's busy in Edinburgh tonight? It certainly is, mate, it certainly is. I'll get to that in just a moment. SF25YHY there, and SA15VUV on the X29. X38 is operated by YX19OTC. I'm going to try and get across because I think it might actually be quieter. No, please don't change, please lights don't change. Maybe I'm being daft doing this, I don't know. Hopefully I can get across between these two buses. Yeah, we're away from the music now, but now we've got the crowds. Can't win, can we? I think we'll head a little bit further down the street to somewhere where it's a bit quieter. Yeah, what I tend to do is, I tend to turn the chat option off if I'm riding on a bus, because I can't really chat. Because folk will think he's talking to his phone and no one's replying, and it's going to look a bit strange. But then they might think it looks strange, me walking down holding my phone in the air, pointing at buses and objects. But then again, that could be a tourist trolley, you know. So, yep, that's S-Try 67MGU on the X18 to Edinburgh. I'm always having a look to see who's driving in one of these Lothian countries in case it's my mate. But I don't know if he's working today or not, because I haven't really heard from him today. I haven't heard from him for a couple of days actually, to be honest. Got the one to Seafield there, 7036. And that's what one's operating that. Could actually just cross, I think. SF74YLZ. Try and avoid the potholes as well. SJ70HN8 on the 30 to Queen Margaret. Yeah, it is really busy here. Extremely busy. Not as busy as I thought it would be, having said that, but the traffic coming into Edinburgh wasn't actually too bad. I dread to think what it'll be like near the time though. SN11 ECW33 to Miller Hill. What else have we got? 1033 not in service, and operating that is LKZ 5419. 43 behind it. Might try and see if I can see that one from the bus stop. Although I think here might be the best point to see it. I don't know which one it is. I'm not going to be able to see all of them, unfortunately, because it's just so busy here. This is why I do my Christmas shopping online. I'm not one for crowds, I'm afraid. I don't mind if it's busy, but I couldn't be doing this every day. Ooh. Loading there with 37, S771HKZ. I was going to say, nice Parks of Hamilton Volvo Panther there. You might be able to see it from the back of the bus. SJ19OWV, 31 to Polton Mill. I'm not sure where Polton Mill is, it's not an area I'm overly familiar with. But yeah, that's all I can show you about, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's catch up with the messages. Jack's saying there's an expecting loading bus on X27, X28, yep. Southern Bluebird on X38 Stirling to Edinburgh. No, it's not anymore, mate. X38 is only Falkirk to Edinburgh. 38 is a completely different service, Falkirk to Stirling. And Jack says, I've heard of a 30 and 40 loading bus, same for 43. I've heard of a 33 loading bus too. But yep, same here. Chaotic in Edinburgh at 5 PM at night. I heard of a 37 and 31. I've heard of quite a lot of their buses, to be honest. Now, if you like a big wheel, and I'm talking about a huge big wheel, is that big enough for you? Not a chance, so you get me on that. The same with that thing over there. As I said, not a chance. The Edinburgh Tour SJ16CTX, although that'll be due to finish a bit now, I would imagine. It'll be due to finish for the day, I would have thought. So anyway, let's carry on through this mad street. Probably the busiest street in Scotland right now. Well, I say that, but it probably won't be. I'd imagine maybe Socky Hall Street in Glasgow might be busier, or Union Street up in Aberdeen. I'll be heading to Aberdeen on Saturday, so I might be able to tell you if it's busier or not. Oh, there's someone actually playing Jingle Bells over there. Oh, sorry. Sadly I don't have any change to give him. Pretty good at that violin, actually, to be honest. I remember my dad made up rude lyrics to Jingle Bells one time, and I cannot repeat it in public. SM11EEO on the 15 to Waterloo Place. I cannot even get close enough to tell you what half these buses are. I think I made a bad decision coming here today. SJ21MZL on the 3 to Leafield. I do wish people would look where they're going instead of looking at their phones. Oh, my pet hates that. S21 MZP over there on the 44 to Blenheim. That's the only time you'll hear me grumbling on this channel. Now, the smell coming from that place over there, it's like hot dogs and that, telling me it's dinner time, and I'm actually starting to get a wee bit hungry. But no, you're not having any of that gallivanter. You had a takeaway last night, you greedy fat pig. So, that's a no-no. I'll buy something, take it home. If it goes in the microwave or under the grill or wherever, so be it. But it does smell good. Alex said 5410 over there. Alex said 5431 on the X19. On the one to Seafield, it's SF25 YJP 29 to Gorbridge. I've actually been to Gorbridge on a 29. I'd go down there to collect something from eBay. SN11 EBM. I don't know if we can cross. Well, we can't cross because that red man's shown on this side. SJ66 LRO on the 19 to Eastfield. It is absolutely heaving here. This, as I said, this is why I do my Christmas shopping online. I don't mind paying some delivery charges. Here we go. And of course Mr. Taxi decides to go through the red light. Honestly. I wonder actually if we can actually go in there without having to pay. I think that's the food court at the Christmas market. Or do you need tickets to go in, I wonder? Exit only. No. That's my answer to that then. Right folks, I think we'll just head down Princess Street a little bit and I'll try and get to somewhere where it's a little bit quieter. Although, good luck with that, I reckon. See, this is normally where I would stand in bus spot, but with the music coming from that hot dog place, I don't think we'll bother. I think we'll maybe go to the other end. Or just keep walking. That's probably the best way. SN6, BN64 CPE on the 19 to Granton. Actually need to find a shop, to be honest, because I need to get something to go with my dinner. And I don't really want to wait till I get back to Telekutri for the co-op, because the co-op's just so expensive. I'm trying to avoid that place. You've got over there, you've got the Accessorise, and there's, I think there's a Tesco Express around about here somewhere, up one of those side streets. Forever vintage. A few of my mates would say to me, "You'll always be vintage, Gallivanter." Yeah, I do feel vintage actually, considering I'll be 39 next month. 16 Silver Knolls over there. Nothing coming along this way at the moment. See, even Princess Street has its moments where there's no buses coming along. Now you can go up to the Scottish Parliament buildings up this road, I believe. But sometime next year we will do the open top tours. I know I have to pay for that. I don't care about that. But we will definitely do that. I promise. That's the 23 to Trinity. And operating that is 715E, that's one of the electric ones. SF74YOL, Volvo MCV Evolution, DD. It probably will be called DD actually. And on the 16 is SJ19OXA, and on the 31 to Bonnyrigg is SJ19OWP. Now let's have a look and see let's catch up with the messages. I know Jack's been sending quite a few. He says Edinburgh tours a green bus. Edinburgh be like millions of people. It feels like it tonight, mate, I can assure you. He says I've heard of 3, 15 and 44. I've seen a lot of routes from Lothian buses when I was in Edinburgh. There used to be an X19 from Stagecoach. X19 from Stagecoach? Not familiar with that one. I can remember tram driver peeping, I don't know who that or what for. Certainly not me because I'm behind the barrier. Unless it's a subscriber. Hello if you are, mate. Anyway, as I was saying, I knew there used to be one, the first Edinburgh operated from X19 from Falkirk to Edinburgh via the M9 motorway. It just basically goes the same way the 909 does, except I know the 909 doesn't go into Falkirk. Anyway, he says, I know a lot of routes from Lothian buses, to be honest. I've already read those. I saw you live where you're on SN67WWL and YK1YX180HN going to Edinburgh. Electric bus on the 2316 sounds like a good route. Yeah, it does. It certainly does, mate. Hopefully we'll get around to doing all Lothian routes at some point. Hopefully, I don't know when, but hopefully. These are on hold at the moment. As our first Glasgow and first Aberdeen. Y4HOB there. It's U-Tong, I think, isn't it? And following that, SF17VNL, SN11 EDK, photo bombing me as S19OXC goes past. 37 to Silver Knolls coming in now. S19OWA. About 23 to Greenbank over there. We'll see that one in a moment once the lights change. This is actually not a bad spot. This isn't one of the places I was thinking about spotting, but it's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. It's away from the music, it's not away from the loud music that's pumping out of some of the shops, it's not that busy. So 23 to Greenbank. It's SF74YWJ. Jack says you're going to Aberdeen on Saturday. What are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm off down to Ayr because I promised Freon I would do a live down there. Sunday I'm going to be recovering because I think I might be doing an all-nighter on Saturday night because we've got a staff night out on Saturday night and that's where it is. Look around, that's at Aberdeen. That is a horrible Aberdeen accent, Gallivanter. Snow's British Glasgow one though. Ain't that what I'm talking about, man? No, that's I'm rubbish at doing accents. Anyway, this is X19 that used to go to. Oh yes, Langley to Recycle. I remember there used to be one. There used to be one of those. I think it was only just one journey a day, 2 journeys a day. It was more express than the other ones. SB19TLK on the 16. SJ67WGZ over there, and there's OTC again on the X38. SN11EBX on the 3 to Mayfield. SJ66LPY on the X19 to Edinburgh. SN11ECA on the 33 to Miller Hill. As I'm standing here, I'm actually saying to myself, Gallivanter, you said you were coming to Edinburgh on Tuesday. Are you absolutely stark raving bonkers? And the answer to that is yes. Because the place is going to be mobbed. It genuinely is. Jack says, yes, Ayer's a good place to go. It certainly is. I'm thinking about doing a 2-hour stream, maybe split into 2 1-hour streams. The reason for that is I'm thinking about maybe having some dinner in Wetherspoons. SF25 Y and Z there on the 9 to Muirhouse. I'm sorry about that loud train making that clunky sound. Anyway, he says you're going. Here's a good place to go to. Yes, it is. He says, do you remember 19A, 19B, and 19D? I certainly do. 19A went via the Park and Ride, if I remember rightly. And is that not the one that just terminated at Dunfermline bus station? But the other 19 continued on to the south. I know there was one terminated at Dunfermline after a while. SF17 YLV over there, and SF25 YJA, as you see, BN24 CRS, along with SF17 VOG. See, when you're doing stuff when you're spotting loading buses like this here, if you want to try and catch them all, like I'm doing, LXZ 5419 on the Lengthy X27 to Bathgate, with SA15 VUK on the 34 to Ferry at University, and S367 MFE on the 43 to Queensferry, Volvo Evora over there, S370 HNV on the 30 to Queen Margaret. As I was saying, if you're trying to do a live like what I'm doing just now, then it's always a good idea to possibly do it as a live stream, because then you can capture as many vehicles as you can. You can always edit the live stream and make them into separate videos. Make it into separate videos if you wanted to. Not that I would do that, because I wouldn't. Because in my opinion, it's just not worth doing it that way. Because you've got to play back the video, look for the particular vehicle you want, and time it right for edit. Then you've got to record, re-edit and re-upload. It's just not worth it. You know? What I do is, when I finish recording the full length routes, I plug my phone or my tablet, whatever I've used for recording, into my laptop, let the footage transfer, and then I'll do editing and then upload it. It doesn't take long to edit. If it's a 2.5 hour video, even if it's as long as that, editing maybe takes about an hour and a half. Depends how many I've still got to do. I haven't got any to do at the moment. SF75 YVY VYV actually, I beg your pardon. S371 HKU on the 3 to Goldenstone, with LKZ 5383 on the 33 to Westburn. On the X18 to Whitburn is S367 MGU. Citylinks are going round that corner down there. We might actually go down there in a little bit, try and capture some of them. SF17 VOB on the 26 to Clarewood. Although this is mostly about Lothian buses, this live stream. I should have called it Edinburgh Lothian live stream or something like that. Ah well. S370HNM on the 30 to Clovenstone. I don't know why, but these Evoras have got red lights in them. Most Lothian buses actually do now, I think, on it. Red of all colours. I mean, I've seen Citylink buses decked out completely in blue when they're travelling at night time, like say on the motorway or that. I know the actual reason for that. I'll tell you in a moment. SF75 BYW there on the 19 Muirhouse. It's to stop people who take drugs from injecting themselves into their veins, because under the blue lights they can't find their veins. So I've been told. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm just saying that I know because I think that's the actual reason, but I could be wrong. Jack says there wasn't a 19C, which is a bit strange. 19A went to the south to Alba, same for 19B and 19D. Okay. Where are the stagecoach buses? Are you not in Princess Street? I am, but I'm in an area of Princess Street where they don't come along as far as this. SF25 YNK over there, along with S321 MYZ, S319 OYH. I thought I'd done enough stagecoach ones, so I thought we'll do some Lothian ones for this live stream. We'll be doing more stagecoach West Scotland tomorrow. SF17 VOJ on the 26th to St Sands, and on 30 to Clovenstone is S370HNU. SA15 over there, I'll tell you in a moment, that's LJ09 CE. Well, I can't tell you what one that was because it's just disappeared. Yep, you've got to have eyes in the back of your head when bus spotting in Princess Street, but it's a brilliant place, probably the most active place for buses in Scotland to come for bus spotting. Yeah, tomorrow we're going down to Ayr, as I said, and I think we're going to move on because that clunking that drain's getting a bit annoying. We'll brave the crowds again, and I think we'll walk further on to the next junction. I'm just wondering if we should cross over and then move on. Oh, it's a Christmas parade. Santa Claus. Merry Christmas. XIL 1483 doing it. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that is rubbish. Santa Claus. That sounds like Santa Claus with a really, really bad cold. Right, let's keep going. Because I think we should go and see what else we've got. I think we'll cross over to the other side because it's looking, the pathway is a bit wider over there and it's not looking too bad. It's starting to quieten down a bit now, I think. Well, he says. And Summers. Well, trust me, mention that place. Yeah, once the lights change, we'll get across. Now, these lights do have a tendency to take quite a while before they change. 113 SI18 NFP there. We've got an X7 coming towards us. We might see what one that is. Well, we're probably won't because that's a green man on now. It's a two-stage crossing this, but it seems to get like you cross in one go, which is good. We might go to see which one that X7 is from this side, possibly. Yeah, I think we will. Once the lights change. 27 to Silver Houses? Silver Knolls there. Silver Houses. What a name for a place. Although, not as bad as when I was looking for Silver Knolls on Google one day. I put in Silver Spoon and I was getting adverts for sugar. And I thought, yeah, that's how sweet life can be. Right, what have we got here on the 25? SI21 MZF, followed by LXZ 5413 on the 4 to Queen Margaret. As the X7 goes past on the other side, it is SF17 VNO. I think we've got a few videos on that one on the channel. Probably got a video of every bus in Scotland on the channel actually at this point. SI19 OWW there on the 16 to Torfin, and Volvo Gemini Mark II SN11 EEO. Right, we'll head down to 16 Silver Knolls SI19 OXW. Twinkling headlights, thank you mate. SI11 HLA there on the 37. I think we raved on that. I'll need to replay back the footage and have a look if we did, thank you. S-Tri-21 MYW on the 3 to Mayfield. I'll let these people go and then I will try and go myself. In fact, I'll try and go myself now. And I was looking at possibly getting Flixbus 090 back to Glasgow at round about 6:10. Although I might have to get one after that because I know it's coming up for about 5:20 now. I'm actually quite enjoying this live stream, to be honest. It's active. I like it. First time I've done it. I think it's the first time I've done live on Princess Street. Maybe? I don't know. HMV shop there, and I think a couple of pinball machines there, but I don't really play pinball. Might do a late stream over on Gamer Dooder tonight, maybe for an hour or so, we'll see. Because I know I said 11 AM arrival time in air tomorrow, but I don't know. I certainly am not going into Ann Summers doing a live stream. That will guaranteed will definitely get me taken down. That ain't happening. SF17 VPD just gone past with S-Tri67 MFU and S-Tri21 MZT. on X7 to Dunbar, LB62BUS. I've got a video on that one on the channel, heading down the A1. We've got Clares and Primark on this side, and the one to Seafield, SF25YJR. And as we approach the next junction, I'll look for somewhere where we can actually, I was going to say set up camp, but hang around. Sorry. I like these lights all lit up like that, purple. It looks spooky like for Halloween, doesn't it? Jack says enjoying this live, mate. I'm glad you are, mate. I have to watch my battery level though, because I'm sitting at 39% just now. And the charge level of my power bank is at 0. It's dead. So if my phone gets to maybe below 15%, I might have to think about ending it. I hate to say. But I can put it on charge on the coach heading back to Glasgow and do another one on that. And depending on how much charge it gets in Glasgow, maybe even do a half hour through there. You know me, I don't care what time I get home tonight. If I'm sitting down to my dinner at 11:30 midnight, I don't care. The fact that I'm doing live streams entertaining you guys, that's the main thing to me. SJ19OZD 100 City Centre. Well, not the main thing to me, but my family is the main thing to me, obviously. But outside my family, my mates are the main thing to me, and entertaining you guys as well. SJ66 LPV there on the X27, and on X29 to Gorebridge is SJ71 HKN, and on X26 to Port Seton, I've no Seton, I think, BN64 CRK Mark III Gemini. Now around here on the 24 to Royal Infirmary, and I think this is the street that's got the little Tesco Express or whatever it's called. Not that I'm going to go in there and do no live, I'm not. It's just for later. SJ71HLR on the 24 to the Royal Infirmary. And we've got 29 to Gorebridge just behind it, but I've got a feeling these lights are going to change. I don't think the man's going to come on just yet. No, not just yet. I want to see one of the white Geminis. Come on, where is it? SN11 EBC on the 29 to Gorebridge. SB19 PMZ 100 Edinburgh Airport. Busy, not as busy as I thought, but give it a couple of days with a lot of people taking off on flights. Now if we can get across here, actually, that gives me an idea. I want to see some more. I wonder if I can go up there and along George Street. No, we won't. We'll stick to this way. X6 Harrington, that takes forever to get there. SJ18 NFH. That used to run quite frequently, like every half an hour, but not anymore. It's only at peak times now, in the mornings and at tea time. SG25HZP on the E1 and SF75YVR on the X33, I think. YX19OTW on the X38 going past as well. Drink says 100 goes to Edinburgh Airport. Yep, that's right. I'll catch up your messages when I can, mate, I promise, because it's, as you can see, it's crowded here. And I'm having to watch where I'm going as well. It won't be as crowded as this down in here tomorrow. Hopefully. He says that. Usually when I say something, the exact opposite happens. I don't think it'll be as crowded as this down in here tomorrow. SF17 VOC on the 26 to Seton Sands. Yeah, I think we'll all cross over here. Sorry, I'm doubling back. And on the E9 to Inverness, I'm going to be finishing these routes in January. See, CityLink, Edinburgh, Flixbus, Stagecoach, all come down that road there. That's SC73TYW, obviously knows the driver on SF17VOC. I didn't see what Flixbus that was, but we've got plenty of those at the moment. We'll no doubt see more of them in Glasgow in a little while. But as of the 8th of January, I will be doing more Flixbus and Edinburgh routes. I won't be doing any up until then at all. And I don't even plan. Well, that's the Hairy Coo. The Hairy Coo is on the move. SN25OUA Timberbush Mercedes Sprinter. Yes, I know. Terrible, terrible joke, Gallivanter. SN90 ASW on the M92. SFT5YHW over there. S19 OYR. Route diverted. 16 silver nulls. 160 centre there. SN19 GMY I think it was. Seen something quite rare actually when I think I was doing the Flixbus 090 back to Glasgow. Oh, just when I said I wanted to see one of the white Geminis. There's Santa Claus coming back. I won't do the ho ho ho, although I will tell you a joke about Christmas. A joke that I read in a Christmas cracker, I think it was last year. I memorised it because it was so bad. SN67WWS, and there's proof it's been re-sprayed into standard stagecoach livery now. That was in the Jet 747 livery until the BZLs arrived, or just after they arrived. Right, the joke is, why did Santa Claus have 3 gardens? So he could ho 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 them. Oh, that is bad. XIL1483 there again. Merry Christmas to you as well, pal. Hope you have a ho 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 time. Yep. BN646. This is why the Gallivanter is a YouTuber and radio presenter and not a comedian, because his jokes are awful. LSK614 there on the 900. SG25HYC there on the E1. I've got a few stagecoach ones now, that's why I came down here to give you them. YX67 UPD and SJ19OXS. LXZ5431. X5, oh that's the one that goes to North Berwick. LG21 JDO there on the 24 to Crewe Toll, and on 24 to West Granton, SF74YOY. Why am I here? That's what I say. I know why I'm here. I love doing this, and I wouldn't have this any other way. Jack says, funny joke tonight. I'm not so sure about that one. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, let's have a look at the other messages. It's just more Halloween time, 39% I would charge it. What bus are you going back to Glasgow? It'll be probably the Flixbus, because they tend to be quieter. The 900s are going to be jam-packed, I would say. So I'll get the 090 I think. And YX18LHV there on the X55. I could technically jump a bus back to the bus station, but you know what? I'm not going to be lazy. No. We'll walk. I'm trying to get my steps up anyway. I've done about just under 3,000 steps today alone, which is halfway to what I should be for my daily target. Means you have been eating some sweeties earlier on. Naughty boy, so I am. Right, coming up we also have, is that another U-turn? Well, SA15VTM there. I'm not sure what type of U-turn that is, but Volvo Evora SI73HSX just gone past. And National Express BB71GXT, we saw that earlier. 124 SI18 NFD there. We've got a loud dream that makes the clunk noise there as well, actually. And with my battery being the way that it is, I don't think this is going to be the longest stream I've ever done on the channel. I don't know if tomorrow will be either, if I'm being honest. But we'll be back here on Tuesday. Just that from the close of play on the 24th onwards, I won't be doing anything YouTube related. I might upload the odd video on that, but there'll be no bus spotting or anything because I'll be spending time with the family. S-Drive 67 MGZ there on the 43 to Queensferry. On the 10 is S-Drive 71 HLK to Ocean Terminal. 100 to the airport. SSB19 GMO. Whenever I pick a side, it always seems to get busier. Then when I cross over, it's quieter, and then it starts getting busier again. I can't win, can I? Yeah, I think we'll maybe... Oh, sorry.
What?
Got to have eyes in the back of your head when crossing here. 44 to Wallyford over there, and that's SA15 VTJ on 11 to Ivett's Bank. It's SI190XB, SN11 EGZ there, SI21MZV on the opposite side. Living high travel. R1 LHT. Nice. The Vermont phone number, I can't say I've heard of them. S-Drive 71HKW. I'm not going to cross on a red man on Princess Street, not a chance. Crossing a green man. SF17VW. V, I think it is. No, it's not, it's VNB. I'm going to head back to the bus station now, guys. I'm sorry, but yep, the battery level is starting to depreciate quite low now. But well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed the stream, but I'll keep the stream going until we get round to the bus station. It's been great fun doing this, I'm being honest. But now what we got on the CityLink, well, apart from it being a Volvo Panorama 900 livery to Glasgow. SC69YXJD. That's the thing about it being so busy, you just got to take your chance when you can. So we'll cut up this way, because I know if you walk up here, turn right, and just keep following the road right down, it brings you out to St Andrew's Square. And I'm just looking to see where that Tesco Express is. I sworn there was one around about here. But I'm now starting to question myself. We've got Five Guys, North Face, X59 St Andrews, X67 UPD, Skipton Building Society, even though we're nowhere near Yorkshire. We've got a co-op, not going there, it's too expensive. Oh, nice. Larthel Coachy Satana Levante on the 909. I would have happily taken that. RCZ 430. Oh well. Even though it does take ages to get to Stirling, that service. Y67 UPF on the X59A. Well, when I say I would have happily taken it, I would have done if I wasn't going back via Glasgow. But I'm a guy who keeps his word. Well, things. If I say we're going to do them, we're doing them. Right, we're going to go this way because it's looking busy down there. Right. That's quite obvious, it's safe to say. I'm in the bin, drop your litter in. No, I didn't think it was a pint of milk. Didn't think it was a television remote control. Right. That's the co-op over there. Now, I don't know what this statue is meant to be, but Road on left closed except for cyclists and local access. Okay. Well, I'm not going down the left, I'm going the right. X61 to Leven. Y66WOD, excuse me. I think when it comes to doing a live at Perth bus station, we would do it. Thanks for letting me across, cheers pal. And we would do one at live Perth bus station, but my thoughts on that are going to be that it's not going to be very active. Not active in terms of you guys joining in, but in terms of the amount of vehicles we would see. It's just as busy along here. Escaping the crowds is not really my strong point, is it? I'll cross over again. And we'll walk down the other side. At least I'm getting my steps in, that's for sure. Thank you. Somebody else letting me go. I meant to zebra crossing, I think. We don't always though. Right. It's looking a really busy down here as well. On the other side starts to empty. Can't win, can I? But yeah, I'll catch up with your messages once I get back to the bus station, guys. I might have to curtail the stream at the bus station because I don't get a signal inside the bus station, so guaranteed it would say buffering for you guys, and it would, if I had a signal, it would probably just disappear altogether. So there's no point in me even considering doing a live in there or continuing the live in there. I'll wait outside for a little bit. Do you know anyone who can get into that position? Doing gymnastics? I certainly couldn't. Well, I could probably end up breaking something in my bone, like breaking a leg or damaging my spine. I don't think any volume buses come up this way. I think it's mainly Edinburgh where they're leaving the bus station. Leaving Edinburgh. And other tour buses as well. Well, there's a bus stop, GG, I don't know what one that's meant to mean. It's spitting with rain now as well, so it's maybe wise to head back and try and catch a 190 back into Glasgow. Given the fact I can actually be doing my sit down anyway, so oh dear. You know, I just spotted someone who's homeless over there, I think, begging for money. I feel so sorry for those poor people. This time of year, they thought of spending Christmas and New Year on the streets. Awful. Absolutely awful. Everyone deserves a home and a roof over their head every day of the year. Not just at Christmas. All the time. No one should be forced for whatever reason. Oh, SA15 over there, don't know which one. I think the only time you'll see a loading bus coming along here is when it's not in service, like that one. Now we'll need to try and get across here, but it's a two-stage crossing, I think. Yeah, it is. And you can't cross in the winter. Okay, we'll need to cross here. Because if you go down here and turn right, and that's York Place, that, you could also go down to the bus station that way. But obviously you've got a lot of traffic lights to get across here. Actually, going the way I'm going to go, just along that way ahead of us. Right, well, it's been pressed, so that shouldn't take too long to change. There we go. Now, still watching for cyclists because you have to. You have to when you're in Edinburgh, Glasgow, but probably any city in the UK. Now, Visha turned red onto green and I was going to say the same now, but you must have heard me. So, we've got that's probably the same tour bus over there, not in service. I feel the rain getting a little heavier now. Still spitting, but it's like a heavier spit, if there's such a thing. A place called Lovell Serval, I can't say I've heard of it. And on this side, what have we got here? A posh little place. I know Gordon Ramsay. I'm not saying I know Gordon Ramsay, I don't know the guy. But I don't know anyone famous. I've met a few famous people. I've met Sir Ken Bruce at the Bridgestone Bus Museum, who worked at some Great Estates Radio. He used to be on Radio 2. Yeah, as I was saying, I know that Gordon Ramsay's got a restaurant. Bread Meets Bread, I think it's called, which is just a short walk from here. Not that I would ever go there because I had a look at the menu one time. I can't remember the pricing, but it wasn't cheap. Even just for a cheeseburger and onion rings. And I remember telling my dad that, and he said, yeah, I bet it wasn't him cooking it. And I thought, can you imagine the cost of hiring someone like Gordon Ramsay to personally cook at a party? It wouldn't be cheap. But I bet the food would be bloody good. Mind you, anything he can cook, I can cook. Not that I'm putting myself up for available to hire for cooking, because I don't do that sort of thing. Sorry, I don't. I think what's the most, I wonder what the most luxurious thing I've ever cooked is. Probably Masaka, I would say. SG25 HZP over there on the E1. To the Granda September. Might get that one on Saturday, don't know. We'll see. Might go to Stirling. Get a Flix bus at Hans, I don't know. Or Citylink, I don't know yet. I'll decide that tomorrow. So, you can see we're in the red light district here, can't we? No, I think I have to live stream on YouTube in the red light district in Edinburgh. Not a chance. Not that stupid. I think we'll should go the other way. No, we went through the garden, so we can cut right through this way. Because that used to be where the Stagecoach X55 Nighthawk services used to go from. I think they still do, actually. I think they still do. Tell you what I'll do. I'll cut through the bus station. I will lose signal, no doubt about that. And I'll come back out the other side where it's a bit dry and I'll read your messages, okay? As I promise. So you will lose signal briefly, so please bear with me. It'll only be maximum a minute or so. And right now, as I'm walking through here, I could go a can of cola. And I ain't gonna have one. I'm saying no, because I know it's not good for me. As SF25YUD goes past, I was asking myself, do I really need to press the button here, but yeah, I should really do that. could potentially do a little while at the bus station. My battery's sitting at 30% at the moment. So we could do a little bit of spotting at the bus station before we head off. And it's only 10 to 6. I'm not bothered what time I get home tonight. Although it's going to be about 11, I reckon. But you know what? As I said, I don't care. I will possibly be doing a live stream on Game of Duder tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. I know there won't be one tomorrow night and there won't be one on Saturday night on that channel. But there might be one tonight. We'll see. Depends how tired I feel when I get home. I remember a family member saying to me, you know something, Gallivanter, you have got so much energy when it comes to going places and spotting. You go to one end of the country one day, another end of the country the following day. And I'm like, yeah. I says, I don't leave like really super early in the morning. Well, not every day I don't. I tend to do that more in the summertime. But yeah, I don't always go where I'm going to go one day because my plans do change quite quickly. Or if something comes up that I can't control. Now, can we get through this way? I really don't fancy going to the construction site. Pedestrian access is around the side, that's good. Right. I was going to say we could maybe gone the long way around into the bus station, but I think I've done enough of that for one day. French crossing. We'll go in through the bus station and I'll read your messages and we'll do a bit more spotting. We've also got the connections for the trains out here. Now, almost as soon as I go in here, the signal's going to go. Okay folks, so please bear with me. I'll be as quick as I can. If you can still hear me, I promise I'll be as quick as I can. And the signal bar's dropping quite rapidly. Right, let's go. Sorry. Well, hopefully you can still hear me, folks. We should be about here in a few seconds. Right, over here it's kind of dry. We can do a bit of spotting as well. There's the LSK 614 leaving on the 900 to Glasgow. the signal did disappear and I apologise. Anyway, let's go back to your messages. Drink says E4, from Edinburgh, go to George Street and the starting of the route. They're trying you go doing okay, mate? Cosmo says my brother alive there. Can you show us? Well, no, I can't really show people at the moment, if I'm being honest. I don't tend to do that sort of thing, I'm afraid. Like 67 UPF there, departing on X59, I think. I think someone gave us the middle finger as they were walking past. So yeah, I can do the same, but I ain't gonna. I saw the reflection on that light on the ground. Jack says you missed the 900 to Glasgow. And he says it's lagging so much. Yeah, going into the bus station it does that. And hopefully it's not lagging out here. Because this is the closest bit I can go where I can actually keep dry and spot the girls at the same time. The guy over there smoking a cigar and it stinks. I hate the smell of cigars. It absolutely stinks. As someone who doesn't smoke, you can tell a smoker a mile off. Whether it's someone smoking cigarettes, a cigar, or even a pipe. Instead, I used to smoke a pipe. Try says I didn't see the middle finger, pal. Unfortunately, mate, I think I did. I don't know. I need to possibly replay the footage back, but I don't think the footage is going to show anything. It'll only show what way the camera is focusing. Now, I did hear that 54514, 15 and 16 from Dunfermline Depot have since been reallocated to Environment at Perth. It came up on Facebook today. I can now confirm that they've already gone there, because that's one of them over there. I'm not sure which one, I can't really see because its headlights are kind of blinding me a little bit. But we'll soon find out as soon as these lights change. I'll live stream till about maybe 6:30. We'll see how it goes because it is still a bit wet out this bit as well. I know everyone's enjoying this. YX1ALLA has moved to Perth. Same for YX1ALKZ. That's right, and that one there is actually YX1ALKZ, as you just mentioned it there, mate. YX67 UPE on the X59 to Edinburgh, obviously. And YX18 LHW on the X55. So I came over on 54503 as we see SJ23 HYH VW departing on the 090 to Glasgow. I'm trying not to get too much Flex Plus on this stream. We spotted them the other day, and tomorrow I'm going to book Edinburgh to go via Castleview and Stirling. Although I'm hearing the weather's not meant to be too good tomorrow, but you know what? Airbus station is under cover, so we should, and I say should, be okay. As Mr. Flixie Bus departs. Supertram says there's more 9700 coming to Stagecoach in the next couple of months. Now, I hope that's not DDs, but I've got a feeling it probably will be. I've got a feeling like 7 might be getting 9700 DDs when they replace Interdecks. But to be honest, if someone says to me, Gallivanter, what would you rather travel on? A 9700 DD or an Interdeck? The 9700 DD wins it for me, mate, I'm afraid. They're actually not that bad vehicles, if I'm being honest, just the way that they're designed. You know, if you want to take a video and you want to see at the front, you've got to go upstairs and go right to the very front. Whereas on a 9700 single deck coach, you just do it from the very front seat. Likes to ODT there. Too busy yapping away about filming practices, and I didn't even notice the reg number at first. Ah, well, that sort of thing happens. Drink says you're right, it is DDs that apparently they have been improved. They've been improved. Okay, I'll give them a try when they come. They'll probably be 26 plate ones, possibly. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, give them a try. Hoping to get up to Arbroath at some point after New Year anyway. And Drink says, is that in 5? Sorry, you've lost me, mate. It's what in 5? And then Super Trim says, yeah, for the coaches here, for the X59, X59A, X58s and X61s possibly too. That leaves me with a question. If they're going to do that, what's going to happen with the remaining elites? Like the 64, 65, 67 plate ones? I know they're getting on a bit. Sorry, I also mean 66 plate ones as well. They're getting on a bit, I know that. But what's going to happen to them? And Supertramp is scrapped. Well, that seems like a waste. That seems like a total waste, given their age, you know? I mean, through my way, they're still using vehicles that are 08 regs, Geminis. They're still using ones that are for school runs that are even 54 plate. Mind you, that's good enough for the schools. Y67 UPE on the X59A to St Andrews, St Andrews Glenorthus. Since when was St Andrews spelled GLENROTHES? And Glenorthus must be spelled STANDREWS. Bobag, that's what I am. Anyway, X74 should get DDs too. That's actually a good call, because I think, this is my opinion, if, like what you said, the X74s, sorry, X59s and etc. are getting 9700 DDs. How about the likes of elites like that one get transferred to West Scotland? They could be used on X74. They would be a lot better on X74 than an Interdeck, that's for sure. I mean, you've got the space on them for it to do a route like that. Plenty of room in them. Plenty of luggage room as well. And they can go into LAZ zones. Obviously they're in one right now, in Edinburgh. Super Tramp could be get DDs too. Oh no, I hope not. DDs just appear to be coming from everywhere at the moment. I'm not a super fan of them, if I'm being honest. I don't mind them, they're okay, but it could be worse. And speak of the devil, here's one coming in now. On a 900. That's part of the reason why I go for a Flixbus between here and Glasgow, because they only have 9700s. SF74YNL there. And Supertramp says, I like them because they have a decent engine sound. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I'm going to try and stand a bit further back. Sorry if you're not seeing too much, folks, but it is raining here at the moment. And I'm trying to avoid getting wet. Jack says, I like them, I'm on them all the time. I'm on them quite a bit. I'll probably get one tonight, actually, knowing my luck. But I would rather have one of them than, say, an Interdeck. Could be worse. I'll go and do the zip on the jacket, so if the picture goes funny, I apologise. Oh, damn it. There we go. It's getting quite warm. That's better. there's not much going on here at the moment. I do apologise about that. I don't think they were me. So I don't know if that's a fire exit or not. I don't know. Anyway, Drake says, I like. I read that one already. Supertramp says, and the 9700 DDs can be manually kicked down. I didn't know that. I don't drive, so well, I do drive. I've got a driving licence, but I don't drive buses for a living. Although there is a video on the channel of me having a shot at driving the Volvo Elite. Eclipse, sorry. I wish it was an Elite, that would have been lovely. On X58, just coming in and then departing for Kirkcaldy for leaving is YY65 SXL. Right, well my battery is now dropping down quite rapidly, like a stone, so I'm going to have to curtail the stream at the moment, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to go and try and get a Flixbus back to Glasgow pretty soon. And Walter's just left a message. I'm sorry mate, I haven't a clue what you're saying. Haven't a clue. Supertramp says, but YNS has a glitch with lights now, where all the inside lights come on and the drivers can switch the lights to blue and the emergency lights on. Ah, okay. YX18 LHW over there. Well, I'm going to call it time here now, folks, because my battery level is getting very, very low. So I shall catch up with you on the 9700 to Glasgow, because I'll be able to give it a charge then, and I'll maybe do a little stream in Glasgow as well. I'll catch us in a bit, folks. Frank says that person must speak Spanish. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, adios, ser amigos.